Do you think we'll really be able to wipe the Renans off the face of Dahna?
Who said anything about doing that?
But we have to in order to survive. Don't we?
Now that you have the blazing sword, and have shown that we really can win this fight, do you really think we should go around killing every last Renan?
But what else are we supposed to do?
Say we go around killing Renans, so they don't kill us first. In turn, that'll just make more and more of them want to kill us. Where does it end once you enter such a vicious cycle?
Is that why you told Renar not to kill any Renans without a good reason?
I'm not saying we should forgive and forget what they've done to us. But we can't let ourselves be dragged down by our own hatred either. Hatred comes in many forms. There's no one solution that will work in every situation. We have to keep searching for new ones if we're going to survive. It's a lifelong journey, finding the answers. That goes for you too. You have to come up with your own answers.
It do be that way sometimes. Why we fight Zephyr? We're fighting Zephyr? I don't want to fight Zephyr. He's so cool.
Hey, Zephyr. Why do you keep fighting?
What do you mean?
Until I met you and the Crimson Crows, all the Dahnans I ever knew just accepted their lot in life as slaves. Hell, even I was like that. But all of you in the Resistance are different. Even when you have no hope of winning, you keep on fighting. Why is that?
Come on, that's an easy one. I just refuse to live life as a slave, that's all.
Better to die fighting for freedom than to live as a slave, huh?
Let me ask you a question, Alphen. What does it mean to you to not be a slave any longer?
I guess it means living a life not being ruled by the Renans, right?
But what about the Dahnans who died standing up to the Renans? Are they still slaves? Would they be truly free if all they did was follow my orders and die without knowing what it was they were doing?
But that's...
Being a slave isn't just a position. It's also a state of mind. Don't become my slave, Alphen.
Yo, that's deep. Zephyr is sick. I love this guy. What a cool dude. Chaos, who's your favorite mage class character in the Tales series? I'm gonna let you answer that. I think it, you know, if you've been watching me for very long, which I know you have, because it's so easy for me to recognize your name in chat, I think it's pretty easy for you to figure out who I think the best purely mage class character in the Tales of franchise is, based off of the games I've played. Hey, yo, Zephyr, let's punch these fools.
I'll take you all on.
Yo, take them all on, brother. Take them all on. Leave no survivors. I was trying to make you burn to death. I'll charge off like that if I want. You're not my dad.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more...
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I love to cut stuff apart.
Everything's coming up, Zephyr.
Do be coming up, Zephyr, though. Okay, wait. This way first.
What's that over there? Some kind of castle?
Yeah, one that belongs to a different lord than Balsec.
Right, that makes sense. You said there were 5 of them in all, right?
Right. We've still got a lot of work ahead of us.
That's the 5th lord, isn't it? Because Cislodia is to our left. That must be the 5th and final one. I didn't realize that they let you see that castle so early in the game. There's something off the edge here? Sure is.
Guess I misread the landing.
Nah, we nailed it. Don't worry. If you don't say Magilu, you aren't a true Chaos fan. Shut up. Shut up. This is embarrassing because the only mages I remember are Hoodle Girl, Magilu, and Jade. Well, Jade Curtis is the best mage character, so good job. You did it. Jade Curtis is amazing.
Rinwell, right? It's nice to meet you. Does that little white animal follow you everywhere?
He's not a little white animal. His name's Hoodle, and he's a baby owl. And he's the only friend I have.
Okay, you didn't need to bring up the only friend part. Could have just been like, he's my friend. Yo, get him on the ground.
Turn the tables on him.
Easy.
Still more left.
These are all you,
No
Shion.
time to hold back.
Got him.
Pathetic.
You tell him, buddy. Anyways, Jade Curtis is great if you're speaking strictly mage. If you open up the definition a bit more to include magic swordsman, then Mila first, Zelos from Symphonia second. But I was working under the assumption that you were asking for specifically a mage, in which case Jade Curtis is the best one.
Handle this.
Easily.
This one's mine. Who wants to die next?
Get absolutely wrecked.
We're in good form.
What's got you so worked up, Hoodle? Is that?
Watch out. They know we're here.
Flying zeugles, huh? This is going to get interesting.
They're nothing I haven't seen before.
Shion!
I'll shoot them down, you finish them off. Got it?
Yet we've
Knock a
killed
flying
so
enemy
many
out of the
bees
sky,
on the way
and
here.
it's as good as done.
Right.
Why are any of you worried?
One final push.
Right.
Give them all we got.
That was easy.
What was it those zeugles were attacking just now? Is that?
What?
It's nothing.
I only helped because it was convenient. We couldn't have moved forward without clearing out those zeugles.
Shion.
I don't know what's got you ticked off at me this time, but I suggest you keep your hands away from me.
No one asked you to help.
Rinwell, she healed its wounds. She's not trying to hurt it.
How can you be so...
They look like they're talking to each other.
He's probably happy to see another owl. I don't think Hoodle's ever met one before. He might have been wondering if he was the only one. Oh. You just barely got to say hi.
At least we know it's out there. I'm sure we'll run into it again somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Right, Hoodle?
Yeah,
Another notch in the
so
old belt.
Keep them coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it.
I didn't think we could find owls in the wild until this part when we had Hoodle and whatnot, but as we saw, we've already found like 2 or 3 owls. You know, it'd be that way sometimes.
I'm always impressed how good of a shot you are, Shion.
What do you mean?
Just that all I'm good for is throwing myself at things with all my might. By comparison, your way is more... how do I put it? Precise.
It's not like I'm that good of a... Look, that's just how it is with guns. If you miss, it's a wasted bullet you can't get back.
Is that why you're always aiming to exploit enemies' weak spots?
I wouldn't say every shot is that deliberate, but that is part of it. For example, if I see a flying enemy, I'll often go for their wings. Also, if I see a jumping enemy without wings, I know they're an easy target because they can't get out of the way while in the air. In your case, I bet it's easier for you to deal with enemies that stay on the ground, right?
Definitely. Things that can fly circles around me are a real pain to deal with.
Exactly. It's important to keep your enemy's movements in check.
True. Although your shots have the added benefit of stunning enemies, so it's easier to swipe materials from them. It's really helped out.
It's nothing, really. As long as you keep doing your part when we fight, I'd say we're even.
Seems fair, seems fair. A campsite, you say? I love camping. Excuse me? Finding Dahnan owls. If you hear hooting, you can be sure an owl is near. Look at those glasses. Hell, I'm trying to interact with you. Frame glasses. See you later, little buddy. Those owls are so
I'm
massive.
surprised there are owls here, too.
You say that every
More of them
time.
around than I thought.
I'm surprised owls exist.
What are you staring for?
Do all Dahnan fighters look like you?
What, this getup? I pulled this number together from scrap and parts I salvaged throughout the years. Though now I'm feeling self-conscious, seeing how put together you seem to be.
Oh no, I was just curious. Did you fortify your right side more because that's your dominant side?
Partly, but mostly because my body's a little worse for wear after all these years fighting.
That makes sense.
So you take extra care to protect your dominant side with more armor. Smart.
Is fighting all you think about?
You were the one who brought up fighting in the first place. Let's take a nap. Let's also cook. Steam the potatoes. We can't have Shion do it because she like doubles the amount. I need her to do more. I need her to get that title. I need more materials.
All right, guys. Ready to go?
I need more shiny wheat. Shiny wheat and me. Shiny wheat, shiny wheat. Oh, dude, what a throwback I just gave myself. Cacao. Ulvon Grotto. All right.
I take it we're heading through here then?
Everything all right, Zephyr?
Yeah, it's nothing.
What is that? A ring?
It was my wife's.
Your wife? You never mentioned anything about being married.
That's surprising?
You said was. So then, is she gone? Was it the Renans?
No, she was sick. I couldn't get her the medicine she needed, and then she was gone. I'd always wanted to show her the world as it could be.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. There are plenty of people out there more deserving of your sympathy than me.
But...
Let's go.
Let's get a move on. Tell me about this grotto.
What is this place anyway? What's with these columns and steps?
No idea. I've never been here before either. Rena's convoy squads probably used it in the past.
I guess. It's definitely seen better days. You wouldn't know anything, would you, Shion?
Nope. And I'm not interested in learning either.
Actually, these are Dahnan ruins. See? You can tell by the way the columns are decorated and stuff. They're all old Dahnan designs.
Are you saying these things were built more than 300 years ago, then?
Yeah. I have no idea what they were used for, though.
It's amazing to think our ancestors were capable of making such structures. Hopefully there'll come a time when us Dahnans will be able to walk through here freely again.
That's exactly what you're fighting for, isn't it? Let's keep moving.
Yeah. Right.
Let's go. Look at these freaks. You deserve death. Those look like Ben 10 aliens. Level 14. Okay, now we're talking. Running into some enemies around our level. All the other enemies we've been fighting have been way too easy. Behold, burning flames. This is fine. These things are, unsurprisingly, quite bulky. Shoot them. Goodbye.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
I cannot wait for Rinwell to become a party member. Because she
Let me
has...
know if you're struggling.
She has some sick boost finishers. Specifically, her boost finisher with Alphen, I remember being really good. Oh, hi. You're alive.
Normally I don't
You are quite deceptive, Effigy.
You're finished.
Die. Get me in the air. Easy. Alright, I was really hoping I could get the break point there. Did not. Did not work. I'm occasionally hitting L1 to try and guard as if I'm playing Berseria. I still haven't shook off all of my Berseria.
Little ones are hardly worth our time.
All my Berseria muscle memory.
Never imagined there were zeugles out there that could pretend to be statues.
That's because zeugles don't come from nature.
Oh, sorry to cut you off there. Didn't know there was a cutscene here.
It's freezing in here. And after how hot it was outside, too.
It must be the cold air sweeping in from Cislodia. It's the polar opposite of Calaglia, so I'd get used to it if I were you.
Is the little guy okay?
Oh, don't worry about Hootle. He's from Cislodia. Probably just nerves is all. He's not really used to being around other people this much.
Rinwell, how about filling them in on what to expect from Cislodia?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, for starters, nobody trusts nobody.
Come again?
Just like I said, you never know when Snake Eyes are watching you.
That's what they call their lord's henchmen, apparently.
Their official title is the Bureau of Civil Observation. They've got cronies undercover everywhere, observing us at all times.
So? Renan surveillance was an everyday part of life in Calaglia.
Difference is, in Cislodia, it's not just Renans. They've got Dahnans spying on each other, too. Or in other words, there's the Snake Eyes themselves, plus all their small-time informants. All it takes is someone squealing on you, and it's straight to labor camp. No questions asked, no goodbyes. Course, informers are rewarded handsomely for their deceit. Everyone's always got one eye open, waiting for the moment to inform on someone before being tattled on first.
Hence the not trusting one another, huh? In that case, what do you think they'll make of us?
Hard to say. Although, not being from Cislodia will probably help, honestly.
More trustful of outsiders than even your own people. Why go along with it, though? Why doesn't anyone take a stand?
Not everyone is strong enough to stand, Alphen. That's why the world needs people like us.
That's rough, buddy. Give me that carp. Or whatever other fish this is. Oh, salmon. How nice. Mixing it up. Alright, well, we should be able to make our way through this grotto, hopefully, in the next, like, got a little under 20 minutes. Hopefully get through most, if not all of it, and then we can really start to dig into Cislodia next stream. You know what? I have decided that you all burn. Yo, 69, I win. GG. I'll accept your surrender. There we go. Knock him into the air. Get him in the air. Oh, you're donezo, dude. Don't you know you're donezo? Goodbye.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue
I
on.
love the finishers, man. I just can't wait to have a third team member. Shoot him. This music also never gets old. The combat music is so great. I love it. I think there might be another... I remember there being a gigant zeugle of one of these freaks. I don't know if it's in this area specifically or later in the game, but also definitely want to get our hands on that if that's an option. Burn. Oh, baby, I'm getting this. I'm getting it.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Hey, consider yourself finished, by the way. It's so much nicer when you get... yes, my lady. It's so much nicer when you get more team members, as it always is in Tales of games, to get more combo kills. Just so we don't keep getting the same one over and over. I like the variety. Thankfully, you spend way more time in the game with multiple team members than you do less team members. So, you know, it'll sort itself out eventually. Mine. Ooh, that was like level 3. Nice. Iron chunk to sell. If it isn't some stone effigy... Oh, there is a Giganzoogle back here. Let's go. I want to murder it. It will die by my hand.